gay? Put your game face on. Alright. Here's the intro that was popping in my head a lot. I actually have thought about this more than I feel like I should have. Hello. Hello, idiots. Welcome back to another episode, or episode 2 of Idiots Talk. The podcast where we, as the idiots, might not know what we're talking about, but we talk about it anyway. I'm your host, The Forehead, Jason, whatever the hell you want to call me. Today we have second host, or I guess other idiot, Nicholas, Leonardo, Leo, Neoxys, whatever
Wow,
the
I'm
hell you
getting
want to call.
dogs. Holy shit.
Whatever you want to call him. And later, well, we have him in the chat. We have the racist guy, Ted, the gloomy samurai, other names that I can't seem to remember. And today, we're going to be talking about diversity in video games. Okay. So, to start things off, we all know that everyone loves a diverse cast for the most part. People in communities like to have a character they kind of symbolize with. Some of them might have a disease or some kind of, maybe not a disease, a special condition or an illness that someone can relate to. They might be a certain race, they might be a certain sexuality. That's fine and all. However, we're going to talk about my personal gripes, and I guess Leonard, if you have any personal gripes with certain diversity being pushed out. Do you have anything to start with, Leo, or should I start?
You can start.
Okay. Immediately off the bat, I am not, and I've said this many times to people even outside of this podcast thingy, or just like outside of video games. I am not a fan of them just pushing, come here, dog. My dog's sitting on my lap now. Ugh. I am not a fan of them just pushing out gay, lesbian, those types of people already. And I know earlier, right before this started, I was like, I'm not homophobic. I'm not any kind of, I don't think I'm any kind of like phobic, right? I don't hate any sexuality. I don't think I hate any race really. But it's just like, I don't like the fact that they push out so many characters that happen to turn out gay, happen to turn out bi or anything like that. They're specifically gay, right? It's easier for people to say like, oh, this is a more welcoming community if they have a gay person versus a straight person or a bi person, I would think. Because it's like, oh yeah, they're still straight technically. They it's like the 50% gay, 50% straight in my opinion. But like, it's like people wouldn't see it as, oh, they're still technically straight. They still technically like the other gender, so they don't think it's okay. So what I think would be okay is that they do things like they think that for the community that they will enjoy a gay character instead. Hold up. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, where was I? Gays, gays and buys. Um, what's it called? Okay, I'm gonna go into an example of that I have, which is kind of, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, so about a couple months ago, in the game of Dead by Daylight, they announced their first gay character, being David. David, one of the survivors. Now, I never have a problem with a character turning out gay. What I don't like is that they released them they released them as a unknown. Essentially, they released them unknown, and then they didn't even do it in game. They did it over their social media. I heard apparently David is officially gay. Their first character is canonically the first gay character canonically is David King, a survivor. And that just upsets me because that upsets me a bit that they're doing this to please the community, never a bad thing, but their first thought is, okay, let's not make a character that's already gay or straight or whatever, or let's not make them different. Let's instead take an existing character and then immediately shift it into something that'll please the community. Which again, I would understand if if they didn't do it, or if they did it very early on when he was like first introduced. But the fact that they did it afterwards, like this is years afterwards. This is like Dead by Daylight's on its 7th or 8th anniversary. And so the fact that they do it like 8 years afterwards, because he was one of the very first survivors. He was like probably year 2, I think. This is just basically what I'm guessing. I think he's around year 2 survivor. So when they put him in year 2, they leave him for a couple years just to be there, right? You know, big. And if you don't know what David King looks like, you can search him up real quick. He's like a big kind of muscular dude. He looks more like he looks like probably someone who would like escape from jail or something like that. Someone who would be in jail. And like I said, my only gripe against it is that they used the, you know, like oh, everyone needs to be combined together. This needs to be a more happier place. So we have to make a character gay. And I just, me personally, I just don't like the way they did it. I would have been fine, like I said, otherwise if they had just started with him as gay, or if they just made a different character gay at the beginning. But the fact that they take 7-8 years to change a character's sexuality, maybe not even change it, but just like say like, okay, suddenly they're gay now. It's like, in me, that is not something I would like. What are your thoughts on that, Leo?
I guess I understand, but was he like confirmed as straight in the beginning, or was he just like unknown?
I think every single character in Dead by Daylight is considered unknown, like their sexuality, their anything like that. I think even killers too are considered unknown. I mean, there's like some hints that some characters might have like a thing for one another, but other than like that most of them are unknown, like sexual orientation or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, like, because I would understand if he was straight, and then he transitions into, you know, all of a sudden being gay, like 8 years later.
Yeah.
But if it's unknown, if you don't really know, like, any lore behind him, like, if there was hints that he was straight, then I guess I get it. But if it was just unknown, and he, you know, turned out to be gay, because they never mentioned it in anything, I personally don't have a problem with that. and it was the same thing in Destiny. We both know that Osiris and Saint are gay, they're lovers,
Mm-hmm.
and that happened over I think one season not even when Saint came back. It was like a couple seasons later because Saint was dead, right? Osiris went into this like simulation in Destiny. Saint followed him. Saint died. Osiris returned, and then time traveling, crazy shit.
Yeah.
But like the same season that Saint came back, they didn't mention that they were lovers. They were never like a thing. They were never. No one ever said a thing about them being together. And then all of a sudden, over a span of a season, like a random season, all of a sudden they're lovers because apparently Destiny just decided, Bungie decided to drop the bombshell on players and like, hey, look, these players are gay, or these characters are gay.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I always don't like the fact. Well, again, it's more of like a crowd pleaser thing where I don't necessarily enjoy just like suddenly crowd pleasing. Like I can get like um what's it called? What is it? What is it? Fan service? I get fan service, but I don't think anyone was ever asking for suddenly for Gated or for David or I guess Osiris and Saints to suddenly be gay. I don't think they were ever asking for it. So that's my only like not concern, issue with any sort of thing that's like has to do with sexual orientation or whatever. So yeah, that's personally just me. I mean, other people can enjoy it. Yeah, sure. You suddenly like a character turns or just happens to be gay or whatever. But again, to me it's like you take the character. I feel like you should kind of already have a little bit of a story when you have a character. So you should, for example, why, like if they are in a, okay, so we're gonna move this a little bit less from the gay stuff and more to the race stuff. Specifically with like Overwatch, because all the different races, all the different races in Overwatch have like stuff that they fall align with. Like for example, like Ishtar, or what is it? Yeah, Ishtar, the company that Symmetra works in, is in India. It would make sense that she's, at least Indian, or she owns part of the company. Something along the lines of that. Symmetra, like has power in that company. Um, you know, it just some of these make a little more sense than others. But I actually remember watching a video like a year or two ago. This might shock you or might not. You might have heard of this. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. Apparently Overwatch is going to use a system to it's basically a system to create a character, and it's gonna have a score out of 100. And I don't remember if you get the highest or the lowest score. But the default, if you, okay, the thing that they do is that they make sure that the character, speaking, okay. So this website, this character creator thing that they're using, makes it so that they compare everything to a white, like cis male, like so white straight male. They compare the likeness of two characters and see how much they compare. So if you compare a lot to the white male, you get like a lower score basically. So like the higher the score, the less of a white male you are. Which I found that very surprising. This was back when Overwatch 1 was obviously like still around. And I think this was like they announced it for like Overwatch 2. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna use this system to make sure that we have diversity." But I found that just very, very, very surprising. The fact that they had a system to make sure that your characters were not similar to like a white white adult man or something like that, and it was and you got a score based off of it too. Like your character would get a score based off of it. So like, do they look more masculine or feminine, or maybe it wasn't specifically a white male, but it was like a white person. So a white man and a white woman. So like the closer you look toward to a white man or a white woman, the lower score you got. And I just found that crazy that they would use they would use something like like a website or some kind of program to keep to keep the to keep the diversity, which I mean it's like create your own character. It's like just create your own characters, make them whatever. They could be white people, who cares? We have Soldier 76, who's a white man who was blonde. I don't know why I had to bring that up, but a blonde white man who just happened to be gay. We have like, you know, Tracer, British girl. I know you hate the British, so you know.
I fucking hate the British.
So points off for the diversity there, but what's it called? She's lesbian, and that was confirmed or whatever. We have Zarya, who's actually quite the opposite of both of them. Like very muscular or very strong woman who already who's gay. It's like, make your characters like that. They don't have to be the most complex. They don't have to be crowd pleasing, like we said with the whole like sexuality stuff. They don't have to be crowd pleasing. You don't have to hit every single race, I feel, to get a good story or a good game. But yeah,
Was that announced? This character creation? Was it announced, or was it like a leak that someone found?
I don't remember exactly, but I do remember seeing a video about it. Here, let me see if I can find it. I found it on my the video. Oh, I found it on on the channel that I used to like watch Overwatch stuff. Again, I don't remember how long ago it was. So this could be either, this could be a while that I look for it. But like I said, I do remember him talking about it. There's so much stuff I can't tell. There's too much. He made so much Overwatch content that I cannot find where it is. Maybe he has a specific like playlist for it, something on. Where was this? Maybe I just search it up. Overwatch. Character. Creator. Aha! I do find it. I did find it. Yeah. So I can send you, I'll send you a link to it. The video. And this guy talks about it. He's a bit more like aggressive then I would have probably said some of the stuff. But this is basically a recap of stuff that is, what's it called? I guess this is a recap, or however you want to talk. This is basically how it would work. I send this to you on Instagram, so you can watch on your own time or whatever. And I probably got some stuff wrong from it, from the actual what the video said, but that is apparently what they use. Again, and it wasn't even that long ago actually. And now that I see the video, I saw it was 8 months ago. So that means that 8 months ago they had, I don't know if they announced it or I don't remember. What was it they announced? Let me just check real quick. I'm just gonna look at the comments a little bit. Alright, it's fine. One comment says it's fine to have representation, but as soon as you start ranking race, that's when it's too far. So yeah, I guess it's about like the closer you are to a white person or an adult, white adult, then you are considered like a lower race or lower ranking. Someone else says, I think the main issue. Wait, what? How the hell did I? Okay, there you go. What? What? I lost some of it. Actually, let me go to the newest ones. Some of these come. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna look through some. The fact. Okay, so someone says the fact that someone on the devs of Overwatch responded on Twitter talking about how stupid it is and them not even knowing what it is just shows how much communication there is between the heads of the company and the devs. So what? Wait, devs of Overwatch. So this isn't just for Overwatch though. This is for Blizzard too. Blizzard is using this stuff to make characters.
Well, from that comment, it's basically saying that there's two different people. Then there's the people that want to make diversity, and then those that are just following the fucking orders. Because if they're saying that the devs and then the higher ups were not communicating, then it's not the devs' fault that they were made to implement this system. It's the fucking higher ups that want to cater to, diverse people, I guess.
Yeah, I see that, but then I also see, I just, the fact that they don't know about it too makes it seem like it's kind of their fault. They have to know at least a bit about it so that they know. Like, they're forced to use it, yeah, I get that, but I don't think, so far, obviously, this was 8 months ago, so I have not kept up with it, whether they, announce that, oh, we do not want to use this, but we're forced to, or something like that. I mean, obviously they can't say that, or else they get, like, this fucking contract shit, whatever, but I still think it's still, like, they're, like, it's still kind of them also just doing it too, because I know Overwatch is a game where, like, there's a bunch of diversity and people love it for that. You have all different types of races. You have some people with slight disorders, with like Symmetra being autistic.
Masha's autistic?
Yeah, she's on the spectrum. Actually, I think she's the only one with an actual, like a confirmed illness. Or not illness. I want to say illness, because that sounds very wrong. With something confirmed. I don't think any other Overwatch character has anything confirmed other than like sexuality and stuff like that. Or I guess Sigma is, schizophrenia, but that's besides the point. Um, I just feel like it feels like the devs have to use them, but like, yeah, like even if it's Blizzard, I feel like most of the devs are using that, as like their key thing to, like, they base a character, they make a character that's made as obviously not a white man or a white woman, and then they get the thumbs up saying like, okay, we got more diverse characters, smiley. I don't know at that point. It just feels like it's still Blizzard's fault. Technically, it's still the higher ups' fault. Definitely 100% higher ups' fault for making that decision. But at the same time, I still see the devs as kind of like at fault still too. There's maybe not nothing, but like there's very little that would like say like, oh yeah, the devs are. I mean, because Overwatch devs aren't necessarily the greatest when it comes to things. I mean, they nerf the wrong things. And this is, I know we're talking about different devs at this point, ones that are talking about like gameplay, but like Overwatch devs or the Overwatch team sometimes isn't like the smartest with their decisions. Anyway, a game that I want to talk about though, that's good at diversity, that I have kind of a bias for because I played it for a very, very long time, was Apex. Apex, in my opinion. Oh, and then I have another thing I want to talk about that I saw on Twitter. That kind of goes back to the thing of like, it kind of goes back to the first thing we were talking about, where it was unconfirmed, I think. But then they suddenly made it happen. Okay, Apex is I think is a great game that has pretty good diversity. Well, take however you hate on Apex, love Apex, whatever. I think Apex has the best diversity so far. And, maybe Siege, this game that we're on right now, maybe it has more diversity than I'm giving it credit for. Obviously, you have all these operators who come from different places. You got the British people, you got the Americans, you got French, Russians, Germans, and then every other place. And then whatever. Anyway, but Apex has the best, like, when it comes to, I think when it comes to color, race color and stuff like that, I don't think there's a mix or too many of one character. For example, we have at least, this is gonna be maybe stretch. You might call some of these stretches. You may like say like, oh, they're not necessarily that, whatever. So we have Wraith, Caustic, and who else? Wraith, Caustic. Shit, I'm trying to remember them. Wraith, Caustic. Okay, for the whiter characters, the whiter, light-skinned characters, you have Wraith, Caustic. Not Octane, even though he's. I don't know. I don't know why I'm struggling with this, but basically, I think Apex's diversity is great. I've repeated myself 3 times by now, but okay. A lot of different races already off the bat, right? On launch, they had Gibraltar, who was confirmed gay, and they had Bloodhound, who's confirmed non-binary immediately off the bat, right? They have Loba, who comes out, who's confirmed bi. They have Seer. I don't know about Seer. Revenant is a fucking robot. They have Catalyst, the newest legend who comes out, who is immediately confirmed as a transgender, and like I feel like they hit the good spots, and in that world, which obviously I don't know about the world of what is it? What the fuck is the world called? Titanfall. Even though I don't know much about it, I feel like they hit all the good spots of those places. They have one from like they have the Bloodhound tribe or whatever the fuck I'm trying to remember if I can remember. No, I don't remember. But anyway, you have all these different faces, these different colors, these different races of people, different sexualities and stuff like that. The best part about it too is that it develops. The characters develop, so suddenly a gay character, maybe not a gay character, but a lesbian character, not a lesbian character. Loba as the bi character has been in a relationship with, or had some sort of relationship with, at first, had some sort of relationship with Bangalore. Then something happens, I don't remember exactly, I just remember that they had some sort of relationship where they were closer together. Something happens, and then suddenly now she is confirmed dating Valkyrie from from fucking yeah. They're confirmed, and I appreciate that a lot more than just saying something like, oh yeah, this person is lesbian or this person's bi, but we're never gonna show any of that because, you know, we don't want to show it because we don't want to, you know, discuss the fans or whatever. We don't want to show off stuff. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm dying out here. Leo, help, say something.
Okay. When you started your intro, or at the end of it, you said that diversity was loved in the gaming community, right?
Mm-hmm.
I highly disagree with that. Because most of people that play video games are straight males. And I believe that the gaming community as a whole is, or maybe not as a whole, but like most of it is like so fucking toxic. And anytime like, you know, you introduce a fucking character of a different sexuality or even a fucking different race, they will always jump on the company and say that, you know, they didn't ask for this, they don't want these characters. Like, I remember when Valkyrie came out, she was obviously confirmed lesbian, I believe. And everyone was shitting on her.
Damn,
because...
I went away and you guys are reading into the fucking lore of each character? Oh my god.
We're podcasting, Theo, okay?
Podcasting. This is live.
We're streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Yeah, we're streaming.
Oh shit, let me just say the illegal words.
Oh god,
so,
this is this is your point, bro. This is
yeah. This guy is part of those, you know, male gamers, the fucking
male?
toxic community.
What is on about?
We're talking about diversity.
Diversity.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Well, there goes my entire point. Anyway.
I mean, diversity is needed when diversity is needed.
Okay, Okay, as the as the toxic straight male of the group.
Toxic. I want to see toxic.
What
you're definitely toxic.
What diversity to you is accepted and what is not?
Well, like, you're gonna get me have like some examples.
Like, okay, so do you think there should be different races in video games? So like Rainbow. Like, these guys were, imagine Rainbow, right? All these people, all these different ops are suddenly
obviously.
Okay, so you're fine with different races.
I mean, that's how the world works, no?
And
this is how this game based off is. I mean, it's all based off operators around the world.
Okay.
Basically.
So, what about different sexualities then?
Okay, now you just plain stupid.
Stupid?
Stupid.
And
Where do
why
you
is
draw?
that?
Where do you draw the line in sexuality, Theo? Do you believe that every character is supposed to be straight?
Oh, yeah. Unless they identify something else, then okay. But screw you.
What?
Well, that's your contradicting yourself, dude.
But he said screw them, so yeah, he just, as long as the character is straight. So if all these characters were just straight, and it doesn't, so it doesn't matter. What about gender? Does gender like play like if they consider themselves a different gender than what they are? Does that come into play? Like, do you think that's not good?
I mean, it's alright, I guess. But there's just two genders.
My fucking god, bro.
So,
We're fighting. We're fighting his political stances already.
you didn't put any hot sauce? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, when you say genders, you mean like when someone identifies as like as trans, or do you mean when someone identifies as a fucking toaster, Jason?
That's
No,
trans. I'm not gonna do toast. No, no, no.
No,
I
they
think we
identify as
can.
an attack helicopter.
I think we can all agree that if anyone identifies as something that's not one of the two genders, the two canonical, genetically proven genders, then I think we can all agree that they are kind of dumb to some degree, right?
Mm. I feel like I should get burritos.
Awesome.
All right. Fuck. What was I gonna say? God damn it! I lost my train of thought now. Cause of this mother straight male.
Straight male that's hungry, okay?
Damn.
Theo's toxic, but I feel like Theo's toxic in every direction.
That's true.
So,
Like, there's
he just-
there's nothing he won't call out.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The only people he can't really call out are like white. Like literally what we were talking about at the very beginning, like with the Overwatch stuff, white men or women. Unless no, actually no, not the women, because he'll say go back to the kitchen. He'll go like, oh my god, go back to the kitchen and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna ask this question since I don't know if Theo knows this. Theo, did you know that Flores in Rainbow is gay?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh.
You know that Theo's gay? Damn, you fucking hear him throwing the burrito right now? Or whatever he's fucking eating?
I'm eating a taco.
Oh, throwing the taco?
You're weird.
Oh shit, my bad. That's where he draws the line.
You're like an alien.
Whoa, man. Dude, this is why we can't. This is why I have fears of starting a stream with this guy. I don't know what he's gonna say next.
Many things. I say many things.
Exactly. You said too many things. I don't know what you're gonna say next. That's why I'm
Yo.
scared.
Who was in Paris?
Man, you really think I'm gonna fall for that? I know who's in Paris.
Go on.
Kim Jong-un.
Hmm?
Kim Jong-un. He's in
Oh.
Paris.
Was he actually?
I don't know.
That's crazy. Anyway, like I said, Flores, the attacker. Wait, is he attacker? Yeah, he's an attacker. Attacker, here in Destiny. Not Destiny, what the fuck? Here in Rainbow. He is gay. I think he's the first canonical gay character. How you feel about that?
Good thing I don't play Flores.
Oh my god.
Oh, when did Flores come out? What year?
I don't know. I did read that. I did read that. Flores was gay though. I don't know why. I think I was just searching up
He
lore.
came in year 6, season 1.
No, but what year? Like 20 what?
Flores Rainbow.
Mm. Mm. Tacos were good.
Nice.
I was hungry. I'm very hungry. I was starving. I didn't eat anything at all. I mean, I did eat something. I did.
Sense.
not lying.
Okay. I
Not a
just
liar.
realized back to back. Back to back to back. The three attackers, Flores, Sens, and Osa,
Oh, freaking.
are,
What was her
are
name again?
LGBT.
What was her name again? Osa, yeah. No, yeah. Just look at her. Just fucking look at her, bro.
Yeah,
Just
she's
fucking look at her.
not Arisa, fucking. Got this.
What sexuality is Osa?
Osa is trans. No, so not sexuality, but you know, like LGBTQ plus whatever. LGBT, yeah, the T, trans. So, Flores is gay.
Go with the alphabet. LBGTQ plus whatever.
Flores is gay. Osa is trans. Sens is non-binary. And I think that's the only three.
When I first saw that picture, I'm like, oh, it's a man. Then I realized it's a freaking woman.
But they are the third. Yeah. Literally, I was looking for what's it called? Flores released like dates or whatever. I just searched up Flores Rainbow Six Siege gay, whatever. Are there any LGBT characters in Rainbow Six Siege? Which Rainbow Six Siege? Which Sens is the first non-binary operator.
That threw me off, dude. I thought she was a man.
Yeah, I look at Sens, and I was like, what are they? What are you? Like, just no joke. What are you? Like this,
I thought it was
this I
freaking
think is a
man.
guy. I think this is a guy, but you know.
It's a woman. That's the
Uh,
scary part.
But they consider
know?
themselves non-binary. Non-binary. They are non-binary character. And then, like I said, Osa is trans, and then Flores is gay. Dog, what are you doing up there?
Wait, Theo, how do you know?
And again, she's a woman. Her voice lines.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Seems like it, but Vanessa, but the parents. Oh my god, there's so much lore here.
You're gonna drink the cherry? The cherry.
Too much lore for me to read, but immediately I noticed that all of the he, she pronouns that would be there have been changed to
Oh, just
they,
for me?
they, them, their, stuff like that.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah. This is not a proper way to end the podcast, but I think I'll end it there because I fear for Theo saying something.
I'm not gonna say anything. I swear. I swear on the oath.
Would
Well,
Sigma be a they them because he's a schizo?
No, I don't think. He considers himself male.
What happened?
No, he thinks Sigma would be considered
They, them?
they them because he's a schizo.
Do you think he has friends with him, invisible, in his mind?
No, because Soldier says like, "Hey, old man, Talon's using you," or something like that. No, I think a lot of people consider say old man or call them old in some sort of way, and I think they refer to him as a male. There's no
One
non-binary
bite?
characters in Overwatch.
Just one. I swear it'd be small. One small bite
There's
of that
probably
burrito.
gonna be.
Yeah, there probably is.
Huh?
I mean,
They're turning on their
On this one though. This is a new
creator
burrito.
tool machine right now.
oh yeah.
I was gonna ask, like, do you think they use that? Because you said it was gonna be in game. Do
Pretty
you think they
please.
use it outside of the game to come
I'm
up
gonna pull
with
the
their
cats and boots move.
character ideas?
I think that's how they do it. I think they had to use it the in-game because you can't design because you can't make the character without. You can make the backstory and everything, but you have to make the character eventually. So you have to make it in-game.
Wow.
No, but would you not think that they would hire concept artists to make
Oh no, they would definitely do
yeah,
that.
concept art?
No, they definitely do that, but I think they would
What's
just
the
like.
definition of concept?
You serious, bro?
Yes, I just asked that question.
Wait,
Concept
what?
is
What do you ask?
what's the definition of concept?
What y'all
Isn't it-
doing right now?
Concept isn't it? It's just like the idea, like of. So
What y'all doing right now?
So concept art would be, you know, like the beginning art, like what they would
Alright,
think about.
I'm gonna
doing.
play ranked.
Are you gonna play ranked?
Yeah. I'm gonna go kill myself in ring.
Do you want us to go kill ourselves with you?
I don't
Do you
think
wanna?
so.
Wait, can I even hold on? I have to look at the rank info.
I'm unranked. Like, I don't have a rank.
Yeah, because you start at the bottom though. It's not like
Yeah.
Overwatch or anything like that where you like get
Yeah,
placed.
they
Just
just changed
actually-
their ranking system this season.
Oh, Apex.
Oh yeah, Apex. Yeah,
Huh?
basically it's Apex's ranked system essentially. Where you just climb up after getting kills, stuff like that.
But it's based on the end of the match.
Who could I play with? Yeah, I got to bronze 5 at one point, and then I just dropped back to copper 3. Sheesh. Sheesh, though. I don't know. Anyway. Anyway, back to the concept art thing. I think they would, but I think they also have to. I think they'll also use that thing too. Like, you know. I don't think it'll necessarily be like a thing where they don't use concept artists, but I think it'd be the thing of like they use that also to help them. Like you can make the concept art, but then you use the system or the tool to then flesh it out more. Like you don't make the full body or whatever, but you make like certain things you want to add to it. Like for example, women that is, I don't know, like Australian or something like that. Just like as an example. I don't know.
You can use the blanket, you know.
Chips. I just realized my aunt sent me a text and I never read it.
It's empty
Oh, it
anyways.
says happy birthday.
The bottle's empty.
Happy birthday, mijo. Hope you're spending it well or something. I don't know.
Are you gonna drink all of it? You're not gonna drink anymore? Well, you better drink some.
Tell her that she's in my spot.
Guys, I'm scared to bring you in. I got a no rank.
Good.
Bronze.
Holy shit. I'm shitting myself.
Is it not
Huh?
is it not gonna bring us down?
It doesn't bring us down at all. It just keeps climbing.
Does it just go with higher ranks?
Oh, really?
Oh shit, man.
Nah, bro, you're lying.
Why would I be lying?
I'm not shitting myself anymore.
What do you mean you're not shooting yourself anymore?
Yeah, I was shitting myself. I didn't want to bring it down.
Why did you not want to bring it down?
What do you mean?
No, I meant like
believe in my
rank
good-
wise, like
I believe in my team.
I hate that. Why can't I ban that? It's locked.
literally go over
It's
it,
a new
bro.
map. It's a new map.
Oh. Oh,
It
that's...
says it when you go over it. Can't ban new map.
Well, there goes. You should have banned it, bro. You should have banned it.
Wait, this is a new map? What the fuck?
It's
It is a new
for this
map.
season, I guess.
It is.
No, I played on this map before.
Oh my. Shush.
I think.
Who do people ban?
Well, Jackal and Thrasher.
Oh,
Mostly.
fun. Well,
Most of the time. I mean, we don't really need a ban Thrasher unless we actually need to, but... yeah.
People ban Thatcher because at higher ranks, and I see that. I've seen just videos on it. People just like, he just like destroys every device.
Well, that was old. Now he just disables them. The people
yeah.
sold ban him. Oh, we didn't ban Thrasher, so there's no point.
Ain't no way, the Black Bridge.
Me and Leo
Good.
voted. Me and Leo voted.
I vote. What do you mean?
Shut up. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna stop the stream though. I'm gonna stop the stream.